Hi everyone, my name is Chris and I teach Step 2 and 3 speaking classes here at 민병철어학원. And for today, we're going to play with one sentence and make it a better sentence. 한국 분들이 굉장히 많이 쓰는 표현들을 좀 더 자연적으로 영어적으로 봤을 때 좀 더 세련되게, 좀 더 멋있게 바꾸는 작업을 한번 같이 해보겠습니다. So I'm very sure this can be very useful to you, especially if you work with foreigners. That could be very plus for you. And also everyone who wants to learn formal English, this can be a very, very good example. So please pay attention. Here we have a very simple, very easy sentence. The most important thing about communication is listening. This is how most Koreans would write. 대부분 사람들이 이렇게 표현을 쓰시죠. I'm not saying that, I'm not suggesting that it is wrong. It's fine. 괜찮은데요. We can make this much better if we change certain things. 조금만 바꾸면 굉장히 훨씬 더 멋있고 굉장히 훨씬 더 부드러운 표현을 바꿀 수가 있습니다. So we're going to change 3 words, only 3 words, to make this sentence sound more intelligent, sound more sophisticated. So the first thing we're going to change is important. 다시는 단어죠. Important. What does important mean? 중요한 거예요. 예. The most important thing. Important is okay, but there's a better word that means the same thing as important, which is significant. 들어보셨어요? Significant? 똑같은 말인데, if I have to explain in Korean, important is like 중요한, whereas significant is more like 주요한. So which one sounds better to you? 중요한 사항 or 주요한 사항? 주요한, I think sounds better, right? So why not using it? So we can say the most significant thing about communication is listening. Very good, right? The second thing I want to change is thing. We use thing very often. Korean people use it a lot. They use it often when they speak English. But for English, the more details, the better. 영어에서는 더 디테일하게 표현할수록 더 좋은 표현이라고 써요. Because things have their names. Things got their names. So instead of calling it a thing, it's much better to call its own name. So here in this sentence, the most significant thing about communication. 커뮤니케이션에 대해서 가장 주요한 것이라고 표현을 했잖아요. So instead of God, there's another word we can use. What could it be? I think we can say 요소, right? 요소 sounds better. 가장 중요한 요소. How do you say 요소 in English? It's factor, right? Factor. So instead of the most important thing, we can say the most significant factor. Wow. With 2 words changed, the entire sentence sounds much better than the original one, right? So let's go ahead and make the last one, which is about. About communication. 무슨 뜻이에요? About communication? What does it mean? communication에 대하여. communication에 대해서. Nothing's wrong with it. It's fine, it's okay, but there's more sophisticated expression than about. Let's think about it in terms of Korean. 한국말로 한번 생각해 볼까요? communication에 대하여. Let's compare this with communication과 관련하여. 관련하여 sounds smarter, right? So let's use that. Let's do the same thing with English. How do you say 관련하여 in English? Is regarding. Regarding. So rather than, instead of saying about communication, we say regarding communication. communication에 대하여, communication에 관하여. So we changed 3 words and see how it sounds different. The original sentence was the most important thing about communication is listening. And now we have the most significant factor regarding communication is listening. 이 2개 좀 차이점이 느껴지세요? 이건 대부분이 한국 분들이 좀 평이하게 쓰시는 표현이고 아래쪽에 우리가 바꾼 빨간색에 드시는 소위 말하는 formal English, business English 굉장히 좀 공식적인 표현들이죠. 그래서 this is the English that you really want to speak. This is the type of English that you want to use. Okay? 그래서 제 수업에 들어오시면 굉장히 편리하게 쓰시는 것들을 실제로 쓰는 방법들을 굉장히 편리하게, 굉장히 쉽게 배우실 수 있습니다. This wasn't that hard, was it? It was very easy. If you just know these 3 words and how to use them properly, that's all you need to do, right? That's all it takes. The only thing that you have to work on is practice this over and over and make these words. That's all there is. 저랑 같이 재미있게 영어를 스마트하고 굉장히 좀 멋지게 세련되게 표현하는 법을 민병철 홍대에서 같이 배워보시면 좋을 것 같습니다.